Everyone has been asking himself, how is Yemi going to go on with Khosi and Blue after the Big Brother Titans come to a halt on the 22nd of this month? Finally, the answer has been revealed by Yemi himself. Welcome to Afro Television. How are you guys? And where are you watching us from? Rock and David is my name. Don't forget to subscribe to it that we hit 3,000 subscribers before the end of this month. Now, Yemi was really into a love triangle in the Big Brother house by really demarcating his territory around Khosi and Blue. But when Ebuka came in through and really revealed what he always does with Blue secretly, he just fell away from Blue and really leaned a lot onto Khosi, and obviously that's how things really turned out to be. But it boiled out into two, that Yemi found himself in a situation of confusion and he was a little bit at crossroads. Obviously, he was saved by Ebuka. That's what Yemi really said. But asked about his future about Blue and Khosi, this is what Yemi had to say.
The internet. Okay, yes, we're here.
Hello.
No?
Close the door. Hello.
No,
Hello.
no. See, you want to hide your fine eyes. You think it's only your teeth we want to see? Let us see, unless you're wearing recommended glasses.
How's it going?
Very well. How have you been since you got out of the house?
Yo, it's been one hell of a journey, man. Hectic. That's the word.
I can imagine.
Yo, it's been like one. I've been doing a lot of media rounds. Yeah, it's been kind of stressful, but yeah, I mean, I signed up for it, so.
No wahala.
Yeah.
No wahala.
How's it going?
Very well. Thank God. Very well. So we're happy to have you here.
Thank you.
My name is Imo. I'm speaking from the Cute Kimani team. So there are some things I'm going to say that are Imo. They're not Cute Kimani, because me, two of us, we have something to drag.
Oh yeah.
Because personally, I've seen you in real life. I'm like, this fine boy, he's so quiet, calm, cool. This one is the Yoruba boy from heaven, so quiet. I saw your Tasha's birthday once, and I'm like, this fine boy that's always modeling. He's so quiet. That's so good. Omoluabi. When I now saw you in the house, I'm like, hey, I have somebody. That's how you now did Yoruba Jimo for. See this guy. No. But anyway, you're a fine boy. What could you do? I know what you should have done, but I'll tell you when we're in family meeting in Yoruba.
Really? Okay. All right.
All right, so let's get right into it. First of all, how is Port Harcourt? How is Port Harcourt treating you?
I'm in Lagos. It's not Port Harcourt.
Oh, you're in Lagos. Okay, I thought you guys were in Port Harcourt too.
Nah, Lagos. Oh,
I was wondering. That's why I asked. Yeah, if she was going to eat amala in Port Harcourt.
Nah, we're in Lagos.
Okay. All right. So, do you feel you showcased yourself in the house?
What do you think?
Me, not the Yemi that I saw before the house. It's the only thing that stayed. Fine boy.
I think I think I did to the best of my abilities. Obviously, I went in the house. Did what I had to do. There was a bit of my personality, and there's also a bit of my potential as well. The things that I like to do, the things that I'm good at. So I think I did that to the best of my ability. So yeah, I think I did my best.
Okay. Oh, yeah. So wear your sunshades. We've already seen your eyes enough. Wear your sunshade. Let us give it. You know that model. I want the energy.
No problem. Whatever you want.
Give us. Let them faint.
Whatever you want.
Yeah, give us. Let them faint. Guys, see, he's giving us all his energy. He's trying his best, because these people have been going everywhere to have interviews. They've been doing media rounds, and thank you for being here with us. We really appreciate you.
Definitely.
So there was this Sunday that Ebuka came. After a carpenter, I think that carpenter must have been from Nazareth with Jesus, created a good table for you. You went and did small spoiling, but Jesus still repaired the table for you. Then Abraham. Then Ebuka came and shattered it. Do you think that thing Ebuka did that day affected or ruined your chances in any way?
Which of the things Ebuka did? The Sunday that he had a conversation about me and Blue.
Khosi and
Oh,
the other children of God that are women.
I won't necessarily said it affected my game. I just felt like I did what I had to do because what people have to understand is that when you're in the house, you process things differently. People see things from the outside, from an outside perspective. But when you're in the house, in a space where you wake up to the same set of people every time, and you see like you're surrounded with different energies, it's a different ball game. So like I just acted based on what I feel was right and how I was feeling at the time. Ibuka made it easier. I'm not gonna lie, because I was in a crossroad. I wasn't sure if that was what I wanted to do, but Ibuka made it easy, and yeah, what I had to do. So yeah, I did it with my full chest. There's no like people can either like this side of Yemi Craigs, or like that side of Yemi Craigs. But I laid it all on the table. I gave you guys a show. I was telling. I basically showed you guys a different side of me. So it is what it is.
Anyway, we cannot stop loving you. You're our brother. So
Really.
if you want to vex, we will vex and drink water. I will calm down. Cold water when there's light. So no wahala. We're happy that we even saw you. I mean, I'm happy that Nigerians got to see you, South Africans got to see you. I can see
Yeah.
people from Uganda and Kenya talking. So the southern part of Africa, the eastern part of Africa, and the western parts of Africa as well got to see you. So that's
That's
fabulous.
what matters. Yeah.
And I pray it takes you places. So the
Amen.
next question is, what kind of future? So let me now, because because of some of the things that we've seen so far since you got out of the house, Nigerians are like, it was Koyemi before. Now it's Koyemi. It's now Koyemi. So Koyemi, and it's not like we're using Igbo accents to pronounce Yemi as Yemi. So it's it's Koyemi.
Mm.
And people are like, it's Blue Ava. Blue really loves this boy. I know, as we're trying to bring South African girls into Nigeria to be our sister-in-laws now. What future do you see with Blue Ava?
The future is bright with everyone. The future is bright. The future is bright.
Ah, God will forgive you, Yemi. But okay, the future is bright with everyone. Guys, he said the future is bright with Blue Ava.
What? You said that, not me.
Allow me behave like a blogger
You
now.
said,
You
please
know when
don't be a
when
blogger.
they put all those their titles, they'll say Yemi says the future is bright with Blue Ava. Then people come inside and see the real thing.
Nah, please, 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 please.
Okay.
Future is
So
bright.
let us leave you and girls alone. Let's leave you and girls alone.
Appreciate it. I would appreciate it.
I might come back to it. So don't be too sure. So the next question is, how do you feel about Miracle right now?
Uh, how I feel about Miracle right now, I don't feel any way towards Miracle. I just felt like Miracle was probably playing a game in the house, and I just felt a victim, and the problem was I was, like because of my personality, I don't react until I'm being pushed. So I just kind of let him get to my skin a little bit. But yeah, it is what it is. I don't feel a certain way about him, regardless of the fact that we didn't get along. I think, he's good at whatever he does, he's kind of passionate about the game as well. So yeah, we're just, two guys that, yeah, I don't feel a certain way about him. It's just what it is.
Okay, no problem. Me, I believe you, Sha. Anybody here
Thank
that says
you.
anything on that's the
Thank
person's
you.
because the
Thank you.
person is not the host of this live.
Thank you.
So
Appreciate it.
so the next question is, okay, before I come to this question that I have here, let me just go to the other ones. If you weren't paired with Nelissa, would you be close to her? I know you guys started out close because you guys got into the house not too far from each other, because you got in like, or you got in with Khosi and then Nelissa came and like, another fine girl. So, but then, yeah, Khosi decided that you want to do ship, and I don't think she wanted to be a window or something, or the steering or whatever.
Sorry,
That went up for a while. I don't
I
know.
lost you for.
So
Yeah, yes, please.
yeah,
Go
yeah,
again,
we're
please.
lost. Well, okay, so would you have been close to her? Let's just go straight to the question. Would you have been close to Melissa if you guys weren't?
Me and Alyssa, we've had like an off and on relationship even before we were partnered. Because yeah, I like her energy, I like the vibe. You know, our bed was close to mine in Santin, so we're cool. You know, like I feel like we would have been G's in the house. We would have vibed. We would have really vibed in the house, whether or not we are partners. We would have vibed in the house. Yeah, definitely. Because
Oh, that.
I like her energy for sure. So.
Yeah, I understand.
Oh,
I understand you.
I'm happy.
Yo,
I'm glad you.
sharp. All right. So the next question is: apart from Canada, because you and Canada are really close. I mean, anytime I go angry with you for woman issue, I come back and I'm like, here and Canada, they're close. That means that the Yemi that you saw with your eye one time is the person you imagine him to be, not this guy that is doing like he wears white kaftan to parties every time. So Canada always made me love you back. I'm like, okay, these people are cool guys, so he's a good person. So what was this your love thing? This your bromance with Canada? And apart from Canada, who else were you comfortable with in the house?
Kanaga and I had, like a close relationship in the house because he was one of the few people I could talk to. Like when I needed to like communicate, he was one of the people I could run to. Because how I kind of like, the part of things, the part of the things that get me going in the house was the fact that when I'm in a situation, I always need to let it out by ranting to someone. So Kanaga was one of those guys, like in the house. And obviously because we connect on a lot of things, like he's fashionable, I'm also fashionable. We talk about a lot of things. He's one of those people I connected with from day one. So yeah, the second person I kind of connect with in the house was Juicy J as well. Juicy J is my boy. We've had a lot of conversations. I confide in him, and he confides in me as well. So yeah, we're good. We're good. So the two people that I really that are really my friends in the house. Mervin too is my friend as well. So yeah, all three of them are my G's in the house.
Oh,
All right, you've heard Yemi talking about his future with Blue and Khosi. He has said the future is bright. That's what I said. So, guys, your reactions onto that are welcome in the comment section below. I remain Rokan David on the Afro Gist Television. More Gist is coming in through, and I think we've started to bring in other stories like entertainment. As I brought you a story of this girl, the Rush hitmaker and Sability, that is Isla Star, being stuck in or trapped in an elevator down in America. May the Almighty Lord bless you abundantly. Good evening. I'm out.